You check your phone at the self-checkout. The total is higher than it was last week. Same cart, same store, same you. But the real answer for why is far stranger than inflation. You've been told prices go up because of supply chains, or weather, or tariffs. All partly true. But there's a piece nobody mentions on the news. 4 companies control more than 60% of the market for pork, coffee, cookies, beer, and bread. 4, not 40. In beef, baby food, pasta, and soda, 4 companies control more than 80%. That's not a free market. That's a handful of rooms deciding what your dinner costs. Here's where it gets stranger. In 2024, a class action lawsuit revealed that a small group of companies controlling 97% of the frozen potato industry had been quietly sharing pricing data through a third-party analytics firm. Not talking directly, just feeding numbers into the same system. And somehow, prices moved together anyway. Economists call this tacit collusion. You don't need a secret meeting. You just need everyone watching the same dashboard. Why does this matter to you, standing in the cereal aisle? Because a Federal Trade Commission study found something economists didn't expect. Grocery retailer profit margins surged in 2021. Then they rose even higher 2 years later, after supply chain costs had already cooled down. The prices didn't come back down with them. That's the twist. You were told this was temporary. It wasn't. It was a permanent adjustment dressed up as a temporary one. But the strangest part isn't the companies. It's what happens to your phone. An investigation into a major delivery app found something unsettling. The same item, same store, same day, priced up to 23% differently depending on who was ordering it. Not a sale, not a coupon, a calculation built from your data, your habits, your history of not shopping around. This is called surveillance pricing, and it means the price you see was built specifically for you, not for the person next to you. Think about that for a second. You grew up believing a price tag was a fixed fact, like gravity, like the boiling point of water. It never occurred to you it was a guess about your specific willingness to pay. So why hasn't anyone stopped this? Lawmakers are trying. Bills targeting surveillance pricing have been introduced in Colorado, Illinois, and California. But regulation moved slowly. Consolidation moved fast. Since 1990, the market share held by the top 4 food retailers has more than doubled. And the pandemic only sped that up. Here's the part that should actually change how you shop. You're not imagining the psychology. Every trip to the store is engineered around a simple fact about the human brain. When choice narrows, we stop comparing. We just accept. That's not a personal failure. That's the entire design. Ancient humans bartered face to face. They knew the seller. They knew the price was negotiable because it was human. You don't get that anymore. You get a number generated by a system that knows more about your habits than your closest friend does. So next time you're at self-checkout and the total feels a little too high, remember this. It's not just inflation. It's not just supply and demand. It's 4 companies, 1 shared dashboard, and an algorithm that was built to learn exactly how much you're willing to pay before you flinch. You check your phone at self-checkout. The total is higher than last week. But now you know. It was never really about the potatoes.